How's it going, lads? Marshall here, and welcome to another review on the channel. And as you can see today, the screen cards, they've come alive. They are activated from now till November 1st, and they'll be activated as well throughout other spooky times within the year. So they are activated, and the main bonus for me is not the boosted stats, this, that, the other. It is that these boosted ratings, like 90 of Sturridge, 87 of Crouch, 92 of Ozil, can be used in the Prime Icon SBCs, or any SBCs in particular. So straight away, that is a bonus for the card. The other bonus is that you have the upgraded stats on the card, and today we review Peter Crouch. Peter Crouch is, he's lanky, he's going to be fast because now he's got 85 pace, and I've put a Hunter Chem style on him, so this review should be quite funny at times, watching his lanky legs run about as quick as Speedy Gonzalez. It should be good, lads, and if you do enjoy, you know what to do. Smash a like on the video straight away. 1,000 likes is your target, and if you do want any cheap MSP, PSN even game codes, head on over to g2a.com, use that code MA9. Every single link that you will need is right there in the description below. So as you can see in the background, we have a few activated cards, the likes of Company, Sacco, 4-star. I won't be able to get around and review all of them, so I wanted to put them in one squad and just have a look at what they're kind of capable of in the FUT Champions. So 4-star is a great goalkeeper, he pulls off some amazing saves. On the other hand, he flaps a lot, he parries a lot, which isn't good. You want the keeper to catch the ball. Unfortunately, rarely does that, or he is the right back. Company, great centre-back, especially with a shadow chemistry style, and activated, outstanding. Brings him back to kind of his prime. Sacco, outstanding centre-back, alongside Vincent Kompany. Those two kind of, I don't know, complement each other very well. Rose, Son, Bakayoko, and the right mid is a Chelsea player as well, Musonda, the 5-star skiller, Musonda Jr. He's a good player, but he's not great. He's not great in the slightest. Ozil is the pass master on this game at 92 at Cam. Daniel Sturridge, a great striker, 90 rated. And maybe we'll review him. I'm not too sure right now. But we're here for a review. So, lads, let's get into the boosted, activated, whatever you want to call it, Peter Crouch review. So here we go then, lads. And when the boost kind of came out at 6 PM, I expected prices to go up. What did they do? They dropped like a sack of shite. They really did. So I paid 33k for the card. I'm going to make a loss on him in total. Right now, he's going for between 20 and 30 on the Xbox, so I've already made a loss on that. On the PlayStation, even bloody cheaper, 18 to 25k. So you can kind of see why you can use these in SBCs, why you should use these in SBCs, and why on the road to glory, I'm going to be taking advantage of that. Now, he says 11 games played, 7 goals scored with 2 assists. Now, before the activation, I did use the card just to try and get a kind of gauge the kind of player rating from the 75 to the 87, just to see the differences between the cards. He never scored once for me when he was a 75 rated card. Now, he's an 87, he did score quite a few times, and you can see why by his in-game stats. The finishing of 86, the long shots on the low side at 79, shot power 83, look at the sprint speed, he's 6'7", lads. 87 sprint speed. With Hunter, it goes in the 90s. He is very bloody fast, but you've got to keep in mind, he's got the balance of Bambi. It is ridiculous. Look at the balance. 29. I've seen better balance on a bloody skateboard, or with a dog on top of it, with a hat on top of the dog. I've seen better balance with a pizza topping on top of the dog and the hat, and whatever, lads. I've seen better balance in general. But anyways, his balance is shockingly shite. His strength is good, but again, the balance kind of takes away from that because he's very unbalanced in the dribble, and he can get knocked off balance very easily. So what is he good at? You can kind of imagine at 6'7", he's going to win a lot aerially, and he does. And when he wins it, especially inside the area, there's only one destination the ball is going, back of the bloody net. As you will see here, terrible control outside the area. I tried like flicking the right stick and whatnot, but the cross comes in back post. Peter bloody Crouch. What's a header that is? Right in the top corner. So on the headers, inside the area, he is very accurate, and probably one of the most accurate headers of the ball I've used on this game. And I've used Giroud recently. He was great, and yeah, Peter Crouch is on a different level, man. I mean, 6'7", his jumping's not the greatest in the world, but he doesn't need a jump. He can just stand there. You can have like a I don't know, any centre-back on the game jumping alongside him, and Peter Crouch just needs to stand there and just flick his head backwards, and he will flick the ball on. In that situation, you've got to run and jump at the ball, and he powered it into the back of the net. So when he gets to running behind the defence, what's he like? He's comical, lads. He's comical because he is very fast. He looks like Peter Crouch in real life with bloody a nos up his arse. He is very bloody fast, and it's ridiculous on the card. It actually makes you laugh in game, and it brings some enjoyment in the game as well, because this is what these cards are for. They're for enjoyment. Look at the Bender brothers. They've got the exact same stats, which is it's coincidental. Well, it's not coincidental. It's done by design, but it's because they're brothers. I don't know if they're identical twins or anything like that, but their stats are identical. Look at the baby Kluivert. His stats are the stats of his dad. Justin Kluivert's the same as Patrick Kluivert. The screen card compared with baby Kluivert's stats, so they're the exact same. I think for Peter Crouch, they went for the comedy factor in the pace, and it is great. It is great, and it's very comical in game. And it's just great to see him dribbling and accelerating away from defenders so damn fast, with the acceleration in the 90s due to the Hunter Chem style, with the pace well in the 90s with the Hunter Chem style. He is very bloody fast, and again, if you want to use a fast 6'7" striker, Peter Crouch is your man as he backheels it straight in opposition's player right there. His ball retention isn't great. I'm going to tell it how it is, lads. It's not great. His ball retention, his passing is quite sloppy. And yeah, he does bring players in the game, don't get me wrong, but holding the ball up, he's not very strong. Despite the strength, he's not very strong. And he does get pushed off the ball quite easily. Despite the strength, a smaller guy could get in between the ball and the player and just rob him quite easily on this game. And it's not great. But the pros, before I get on the negatives, we'll start with the height. He's 6'7". That's it. Thin. I don't need to say any much more. He is 6'7". He's going to win all the goal kicks, all the corner kicks, all the crosses, and he's just going to win them and cause damage, because obviously from goal kicks you can flick it on, cause a counter attack or an attack in general. Corner kicks you can score goals. Crosses like the free kick you seen earlier, he will score goals because his heading accuracy is 90 bloody 9. It is crazy good. It really is, as you look at the best stats on the left hand side of your screen. That is the key stat today as well, because like I said, in the air, despite his 87 sprint speed, which I still find very, very funny on this game because it's just great. And it's wow, it's in game. It's just crazy to see Peter Crouch accelerate from the likes of Eric Bailey, for example. It's just crazy to see Peter Crouch burn Eric Bailey for pace. It is madness, absolute madness with the 87 sprint speed. The worst stats, obviously he's got the 29 balance, and we'll talk about that in a short while, but his heading is great. Great heading accuracy, 99. Pace, acceleration, very high. Sprint speed, 87. That is crazy. It really is. And this card in general is a mad hatter of a card. It is great, and his first touch is impeccable all the time. And that's what you can kind of guarantee with Peter Crouch, the instant control on the card. Gets him behind the defenses. Look at this. I stopped the ball because I wasn't keen on taking on his left foot, because I did have a lot of left foot shots. They weren't great. He's got a 3-star weak foot that does affect the card. 3-star skills as well, of course. So if you're looking at and you prefer 4-star skills, that could affect the card in your opinion. Right now, I believe his height and all that and his other qualities, and he's got more negatives than positives, kind of bring this card rating down massively. And we'll look at his cons now. The dribbling. I thought it was going to be bad looking at the card stats. Then I used him in game. He gets pushed off the ball very easily. His dribbling in general just isn't very good. It's not close to his body. He gets away from him. He's got a long stride. It's just not great in general. And it's down to his agility, which is on the low side. Very low side. I think it's in the 60s, his agility. But yeah, it's not great. He is kind of tankish in the way he turns, tractorish in the way he bends. He doesn't really bend much on this game, does Peter Crouch. And yeah, apart from that, you've got the terrible curve on the shot, the finesse shot in particular. Bad curve. You don't want to finesse it with Peter Crouch because it's just not very accurate. It really isn't. It will go towards keeper more often than not. Look at that. First touch is good. The dribbling is bad. And he does lose the ball. Unfortunate about the card. Very unfortunate. You can look at the stamina as well. The stamina is not great about Peter Crouch. And I did find myself having to apply stamina cards every other game and stuff like that. It just wasn't a good experience. And when you look at the balance, the curve, the agility, the dribble, and the 3-star weak foot, the 3-star skills, the work rates are medium to medium, the position on the card, the movement on the card, I could go on and on and on. And it would reduce the card rating all the time, because for the comedy factor, it's amazing. It is great. For the competitive side to my kind of imagination, or me imagining what you're thinking, is he good enough for foot champs? Will he work in there? Yes, he might do a job for like a day or two, but yeah, he's not going to do any better than a Gabriel Jesus, for example, or any players like that. A Giroud would probably do better than this Peter Crouch, and for that reason, his rating is going to be one higher than his height. It's going to be a 6.8. Of course, he is 6'7", so I've went for 6.8 because I was going to give him a 6'7", then you guys would have thought 6'7", you're just going off his height. But no, I'm going off his actual rating because I just don't think he's that good in game, and he will bring your game level down significantly in the FUT Champions, and you're going to see him a little bit over the next day and next 2 days because people want to kind of experiment with the cards in the game. Peter Crouch is a good experiment because he's funny, it really is, but that's all I'm going to offer for the card. Height, heading, pace, first touch, funniness, humorous, whatever you want to say. He is quite funny on the game, and value for coins, of course, 8.6. Very, very high right now due to how useful he is in SBCs and how enjoyable he is in game from time to time in terms of the humor factor. FUT Champs, I'm less than 50-50 because, yeah, if you want to use him, go ahead. I would tell you not to do that because he will affect your results. Divisions ready for a few days? Yes, perhaps. Top divisions, he wouldn't work out. The similar players, it kind of tells you the whole story. Giroud, Bastos, Andy bloody Carroll. That tells you the whole story, lads, and that's where I'm going to end the review. Hope you have enjoyed this review. It's a bit different because it's an activated screen card with the boost up to, yeah, up to infinity, because some of the boosts were terrible, some of them were ridiculously good, including the sprint speed of 87, which I just can't get over, lads, just can't get over. It's very funny in game. So that's going to be it for this review. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, once again, bring the bloody hype, smash the hell out of that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and as always, I will catch you all next time.